Salvete omnes. This is exercise B of chapter 30. Our instructions say to translate the following English verb phrases into Latin. So we will start with number 1. Prima, the first one. We shall hear. We shall hear. Okay, we is first person plural. Shall is future tense, and we shall hear, so we are doing the hearing. If we shall be heard, that would be passive voice, but since we will be hearing, we, the subject, will be doing the verb, that's active voice. So first, plural, future, active, of audio, audire, audivi, auditus. We want the present stem because it's future tense, audi, first principal part minus the O. And then we add es, et, emus, etis, ent, emus, audiemus. This is like exercise A, only backwards. They are building. They are building. So we want the third person plural. It's present tense and it's active voice. They are doing the action right now. Munia, munire, munivi, munitus. Present stem is muni. We want the present stem because we have the present tense. And then we add unt, U-N-T, muniunt, muniunt. Secunda, he has been hindered. So we want the third person singular because it's he and it's singular. Has been is perfect and passive. It's perfect passive of impedio, impedire, impedivi, impeditus. We want the fourth principal part, impeditus. He, we want to keep the us because it's masculine. If it were she, we'd say impedita. If it were neuter, we'd say impeditum. So impeditus, and then has been hindered. We said it's perfect passive, so we want the third person singular present tense of sum esse furi futurus. So est. Impeditus est. Impeditus est. They were coming together. They were coming together. So third person plural, were coming together is imperfect and it's active. They were doing it in the past over and over and over again. They were coming together, or it was a process in the past. So we want the third plural imperfect active of impedio, impedire, impedivi, impeditus. I'm sorry, not impedio, not at all. Convenio, convenire, conveni, conventus. Dozed off for a second. So convenio, they were coming together. Conveniebant. Conveniebant. Present stem, conveni. Add the E before the ba, conveniebant, and then the unt at the end. Tertia, she had arrived. Third person singular. It is going to be pluperfect active. Pluperfect active. Because she had done it. She actively did the thing. It's pluperfect. Had is the helping verb. So we want pervenio, pervenire, perveni, perventus. Remember that that verb will take either od or in plus the accusative of motion to describe at where you arrive. So we want the third principal part, perveni, because we want the pluperfect tense. Chop off the I to get perven, macron over the second E. And then erat. Erat is the pluperfect ending. So pervenerat. Pervenerat. I shall have come. So first person singular, future, perfect, shall have, same as will have. And it's active voice of venio, venire, veni, macron over the E, ventus. So we want the third principal part, veni, like Caesar said, veni, vidi, vici. So chop off the I, when, and add the first person singular future perfect active ending ero. Venero. Venero. Quarta. It has been fortified. We want the third person singular perfect passive of munio, munire, munivi, munitus. So fourth principal part, munitum. Make sure you give it the neuter ending munitum. And then has been, we want the present of sum as the helping verb. So est, because it's third person singular, est. Munitum est. You were finding. You just kept on finding. So second person singular, imperfect active of invenio, invenire, inveni, make run over the E, inventus. So you were finding, present stem, because it's imperfect tense, we want inveni, chop the O off the first principal part, inveni, add the E before the ba, invenieba, and then the S for you. So inveniebas, inveniebas. Quinta, they are listening to, they are listening to. So third person plural, present tense, active voice because they are actively doing the listening. Audio, audire, audivi, auditus. So present stem audi, chop the O off the first principal part to get audi, and then add the unt, U-N-T. So audiunt, audiunt. Remember that audio in Latin is a transitive verb, and even if you have the preposition to in English, it still takes an accusative direct object. So audiunt, and then the accusative direct object of what you hear or what you are listening to. We shall come together. So first person plural, it's future and it's active. We will actively do this thing. To come together is convenio, convenire, conveni, make run over the E, conventus. If it's future, we want the present stem conveni, chop the O off the first principal part, and then we shall do this. Es et, emus, etis et, conveniemus, conveniemus. Optime, very well done. That concludes exercise B. You are now ready to move on to exercise C of chapter 30.